Inside the Drag Closet with Jade. Join Jade DeVere and her fabulous team of guests as they discuss all things drag, from wigs to makeup to performances and everything in between.
Join us at WLFE-DV.com for upcoming shows and more.
Well, hello there, kids. Welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the show where we talk about all things drag and some things that aren't. Who knows? We're really just here to have a good time. We've got a fabulous episode planned for you this evening. Tonight, we've got our co-hosts, and we are having a pajama jam. So excited for it. We've got the fabulous Anastasia Diamond joining us, the lovely Fanci Dismount Stratton, and of course, Skarlet Overkill. But I have to introduce myself with a little who, what, where. Who am I? I am Jade DeVere. I have been doing drag for over 10 years now, but I have always been a performer. It's what's in my blood, and it's what brings me to life. What am I wearing? Well, my pajamas tonight are a fabulous little panda outfit. Of course, I love pandas. I have always loved pandas. And of course, my jewelry tonight, which looks clear, but it's actually green. It's weird that my jewelry is like very panda oriented, but as you can see from my earrings, this is a lovely set by Rocks by Cox. Now, this gift was a present, of course. I got it from my mother-in-law. She is fabulous. But last but not least, where can you find me? You can find me every Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. right here on Inside the Drag Closet on WLFE-DB Radio. And you can find my YouTube series, Just Ask Jade, the show where you can ask a drag queen anything. You know, if you want to help out with these shows, you can always send a tip through Venmo at Jade DeVere, or make sure you follow me on Instagram. If you have any questions you would like to send, you can always do that at insidethedragcloset@gmail.com. You know, we love having the show. We love bringing drag to all of our friends, and I can't do this alone, so I am going to bring out one of my fabulous co-hosts. We are going to go alphabetically, and we are going to start with the fabulous Anastasia Diamond.
Oh, hello. How are you, my darling?
I'm fabulous. Is this what you sleep in?
Is it the lie detector test? Because
Yes.
I sleep butt naked.
Oh, so many of my fans are going to be disappointed that you actually put something on. Girl, give us a little who, what, where.
Oh, who, what, where? All right. So my gown tonight, which is a nightgown, which I can, wear it for, a good fee. I found this at a thrift shop, I think. Thank God it fit me. My jewels are from Lux, LEWKS. They were previously on our show here, and they are absolutely fabulous. They're actually really cool because they have magnet backings, which I haven't really done before. I love them. And my hair tonight is from the wonderful Zamber Sky. Always get your wigs from her. She sells them, I believe, every Sunday. And she always sells, like, auctions off, like, she doesn't even auction them off. She sets them at one set price, and she sells them all on every Sunday.
I have tuned in, and I always miss them.
No, oh my gosh.
I know.
You have to be like up at the crack of dawn to be able to grab them just in time.
I have tried. I keep missing them, and she has put out some amazing pieces too.
Truly. I have about, let me think. I think I have at least like maybe 9 new wigs from her.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been hoarding.
Right? Well, where can we find you?
Well, you all can find me here on WLFE DB's Inside the Drag Closet whenever I'm here on every third week, off and on. But as well as that, you guys can find me on Instagram. I have a YouTube, but I need a reason to use it. So if y'all want me to do a YouTube, you go ahead and DM me on Instagram. DM me, whatever you want to DM me. But I prefer fun things.
Is that really what you want? The message you want to send out? I'm just saying.
But yes, Instagram primarily. And you can find me on Facebook if you want to follow political stuff, things regarding race. You might be try and friend me, but I will not friend you back if I don't know you. Or if you're not attractive.
Girl.
You're so vain.
You're not wrong.
No.
All right. We're going to keep this moving right along because I am so excited to have all of you here. Next up, I don't know how she sleeps in this, but it's a choice. We're going to bring up Miss Fanci Dismount.
Oh my God. Hi. Yeah.
Hey, girl, give us a little who, what, where.
Well, who am I? I am Fanci Dismount, Stratton, looking lovely. What am I wearing? Well, I got this from the RuPaul drag sale from her slumber party. Yeah. It's a RuPaul original, honey. It's fabulous. Now, usually when I wear a mask like this, it's usually made of leather with a zipper, but that's a whole other ball game. We're not going to go there.
Listen.
Now, go ahead.
I made that joke with someone. Someone was like, it was a heterosexual person, and I was like, they were like, we should just maybe like invest in some masks that have maybe zippers, and I was like, okay, we already have those. And she's like,
yeah, right.
And I was like, never mind.
Honey, thank you. Lord. So for those people who don't know, well, you probably don't because it just happened. We were out of power here in South Philadelphia for a little while. Just as I was arriving home, there was an explosion underground and a manhole cover popped up with flames. Flames.
Lord.
Okay. So I was out of power, could not get in drag, could not shave because I use an electric razor. So it came back on literally like 10 minutes before the show started. And I was like, mask it is. If RuPaul can do it, so can I, bitch. Yes.
Not wrong. And we're so happy you're here. Like literally just a couple minutes ago, I was like, oh my God, how are we going to do the show without Fanci tonight? And and you put this together.
Besides this lovely mask, I am actually wearing what I usually wear to bed. Oh.
Yes. Nothing.
Yes, darling. The only thing I wear to bed is Chanel No. 5. Yeah.
I knew one of these spots would be naked.
I'm bougie. And of course, what am I drinking tonight, you ask? I'm drinking myself. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I need to get a beer with my face on it. It
is the I'm So Fancy IPA available at Round Guys Brewery. Yes, look how gorgeous I am. Isn't that pretty? The artwork was done by Miss Tara Waters from New Jersey. We love her. She did the artwork for our beer cans. So if you're in the Lansdale area in Pennsylvania, you can get me. I'm very available. And I'm very tasty when I get in your mouth. It's true, kids.
Oh, Jesus.
I know, girl. Trust me. It's going to be one of them nights, honey. It has been a night.
You know what? I just needed that picture in my head. I gained the COVID-20, and I need to lose a little bit of weight, sis. So I'm not a lesbian, so I can't be doing none of that kind of stuff.
There you go, Hetty. And of course, we still have her crown on, you know. Representing Queen.
Yes.
Well, we do have one more co-host to bring on, and she's actually coming to us from vacation right now.
Yeah.
So, everybody, I give to you Ms. Skarlet Overkill.
Oh, sorry, I'm sending selfies to my boyfriend before I go to bed. Shh! Don't tell my husband.
Imagine.
Wow. Hello, everyone. You all look so good. And I'm glad we're all here together.
You better lie to me, Pinocchio. Lie to me, Pinocchio.
Girl, well, we ain't looking like an Oompa Loompa, sis.
Oh, girl. I'm giving you watermelon. Watermelon realness.
Lettuce realness in it.
Yeah. Skarlet, give us a little who, what, where.
Well, as Jade said, I'm coming to you from my vacation. I need a little getaway from my house and my dogs that were driving me crazy. You know, kids can be a lot. And so I'm in North Carolina right now, actually. So at the beach. And who, what, where? I'm just wearing a nice little pink robe. Yes, I do wear this to bed. I did put some underwear on. I usually don't wear underwear underneath it, but I don't want the kids to see the lady bits. And this fabulous wig that I got from Amazon last week and styled last night. And and where you can find me, well, right now, Wednesday nights on Inside the Drag Closet. am pretty much online until life gets back to normal.
That's so true.
Yeah.
So, as we said before, we are having our pajama jam tonight. And one thing I wanted to talk about tonight, and it's something, involving sleep. I want to talk about our dreams, because that's something we don't get to talk about ourselves very much on this show. So I want to know, like, what do you have planned? What is something you hope to achieve? And we're going to start right here with Anastasia.
Oh, my mind immediately went to like my dreams that I sleep while I'm sleeping.
That works too.
Okay, thank God. Because the thing is, I have nothing going for me in my life, so I'm just all I got are my dreams.
Aw.
Just kidding. No, you know what? I am so boring, for real, for real. Like, I don't have dreams about like dragons or anything like that anymore. Like I used to in the old days. I literally dreamt that my client called me and he was like, "I'm out of jail. I need help." And I was like, "What?" So I dream about work.
Wow.
You've never had a dream about going on a cruise with an alien? That's never happened to you? Just me?
Never. I want those dreams. I'm trying to find the drugs for that.
My God.
I'm starting those drugs tomorrow.
Thank you.
That sounds like a fun trip. Fancy, tell us about your dreams.
So are we focusing on like life dreams or like dreams when you sleep?
Either.
Okay. I'll give you a little bit of both. Well, so yes, I am actually starting a new drug tomorrow that's going to make me go a little crazy in your dreams. It's notorious for that. I'm actually starting my Chantix. For anyone that knows what the hell that is, it helps you quit smoking. So if I'm a little short-tempered over the next few weeks, you know why.
Oh, Lord.
Girl. So yeah. So, and Chantix, if anybody's taken it before, it's known to give you some wacky dreams. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll get some lucid dreaming. Just dreams in life overall. Like, it's funny. I was talking about this recently. They've changed so much. Like, I used to have dreams. I mean, now, believe it or not, I used to have dreams of being in the NFL. Yes, she was a butch football player back in the day. Then that changed, and I had dreams of being on Broadway and being a famous performer. And then I had dreams of being, a famous drag queen. And recently, things have shifted, and I'm just very focused on the dream of, really building my own success and my own future. And I'm actually in the process of working on a new endeavor. I'm not going to tell you too much about it until it's happening. But so, yeah, COVID has given me a lot of time to really rethink my life and my dreams and my future. And, I had this great opportunity come across my desk, and I'm really excited about it. So hopefully in the next month or so, I should be able to release more information. So keep your eyes and ears out, and hopefully you'll be hearing some new things about my new dreams soon.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
How about you, Skarlet?
Fanci's always a businesswoman.
Literally. Well, my hopes and dreams, or dreams, I guess. We're going to start with hopes. My hopes are that I lose the COVID. They say COVID-19, honey. They don't mean that's related to the sickness. They mean the 19 pounds you're going to gain in quarantine. So, honey, first I'm trying to lose that extra weight. That's first on my list of priorities. And then after that, just kind of wanted to get back to some normalcy. I had like a lot of things. Like, I was supposed to actually go in June to Toronto to do drag. I was supposed to go in October to Nebraska to do a show. So like everything, this was a big year actually for me. I mean, with all the shows locally and in like the tri-state area basically, and then like getting to be able to travel a little bit, like it was a big year, and it's like everything was just stripped away like that. So I'm basically just trying to like get back to some kind of like normal life and get back into doing drag, not online basically. But I mean, that's kind of my dreams right now.
That works.
Well, girl, you gotta think about it. There are quite a few shows popping out here online that will pay you $1,000 in your living room.
Hello.
Right. Well, and that's one of the weird dichotomies of what's going on right now. Drag has gone digital for the most part. So, we wouldn't really be doing this show right now if it wasn't for everything that happened. You know,
I have to say. So one of my darling friends that we had on the show a few weeks ago, Miss Anita Waistline, she's been, girl, she is an entrepreneur. On top of the digital drag, she done turned into the Tupperware lady.
Oh, I saw that.
Yes, and she does online bingos, and you can win Tupperware. Well,
Yeah.
we did not win 2 games of bingo. I got $150 worth of Tupperware, so it is on its way to me. Bitch, you know you're getting old, but you are so excited for 2 Tupperware.
It's like, oh my God, prepared lunches. Yes.
Girl, I was so excited. I got to go through the website, pick out whatever I wanted. I was like, oh my God, Tupperware. But you know the shady part is, literally, Tupperware has not changed since our mamas and grandmamas were buying it 30, 40 years ago. The only difference is the color.
Yep.
What?
Like, my mom still has like all the from the time I was little, you know, the lovely burnt orange and puke green, you know, from like the 70s and 80s. And now it's literally the exact same products, but now it's in like vibrant purple and teal blue and, you know, like cute. Yeah.
I love that.
It is the same standard old shit, bitch. I'm like, yes.
I've actually been following on Facebook a queen who is known for doing Tupperware parties. Her name is DWI, and DEEWEIYE, I think it is. And she does Tupperware parties. And I'm like, this is brilliant. I want to do something like that. I think that'd be so much fun.
Well, it's funny. So one of the things I do on the side, I'm technically a consultant for one of those sex toy companies. Now, I don't do the home parties. I just use it for like my bingos and shit like that. But like, you know, you could do the parties. And I don't know what it is, honey. Something like any random person selling Tupperware or sex toys or whatever, like they can be successful. When you're a drag queen, you just, bitch, give me money, buy something.
Exactly.
Do it.
Exactly.
We need to do a bingo night that's just the 4 of us.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
People would die.
Literally.
So if you have a venue and you would like to book us to come to your venue and do bingo, just send us an email at insidethedragcloset@gmail.com.
Yes.
Legit though, I'll tell you. So the way the girls have been doing online bingo, because I was like, how does this work? Like, because I know some other queens have been doing it like legit with like the cards you can print out, you can do it on the mobile, whatever. That can get really confusing into people or whatever. The trick they've been doing, so like, you know, like when you look at the bingo caller, like the online one, they just share their screen of the bingo caller and they sell lines. So like you have all the B's, all the I's, all the N's, G's, and O's. So they sell the columns 1 through 15, and then they just let the caller, you know, automatically go through until that line like fills up, and then the first one to fill up, that person wins.
Huh.
And I was
Well,
like, that's smart.
Speaking of like that, there's actually so my best friend who I grew up with, who now lives in Boston, he used to come see me when I hosted Drag Bingo at Stallions, and he found this website where what you do, like I'm doing one next week and after vacation, we'll all get on Zoom. Like he sets up the Zoom, and all I do is call the numbers off the app on my phone, and then what he does is he sends a link to a website in the Facebook event. And what you do is it's a list 1 through like I don't even know 50 or something like that. You just pick a random number, and then it randomizes a card and emails it to you, and then it takes that number off the list, so no one else can take that card.
That's cool.
So it's really convenient. Yeah, it's really convenient. So we did that last time. Then like everyone just paid like $5 to play, and then we had a pot, and then we split it up between the winner, like each winner. So it was really fun. Yeah.
Well, and that's the nature of drag right now. You know, we've all got to come up with these creative things to keep us going.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
and
and
what
you know,
are
the
my
thing is-
dreams and hopes, you ask?
Yes. What are you
Because none of you cows asked me.
I mean, we just thought you had all your dreams come true.
You know, it's funny. Anastasia and I were getting ready, or no, Skarlet and I were getting ready earlier, and I had the worst deja vu. I was like, we have had this conversation before.
Yeah.
I have seen this face before. I was chatting with Skarlet, and where she was getting ready, she wasn't facing. I saw it all happen already. It's very weird, which means the show's awesome.
Girl, that means you got that ESPN girl.
Oh yeah, totally. But you know, over the last couple weeks, I've been looking at, you know, I'm not performing right now, which is what I love to do, and I'm like trying to find different avenues of performance, and I'm ready for life to get back to something resembling what it was. Hopefully, we all come out of it smarter, wiser, healthier, and thinner. Oh, the COVID-25.
Look.
But yeah. But seriously, like I think this has been a wonderful time of growth, and I've been moving not just Jade into performing digitally. I've been my boy life. I am performing as well. In fact, next week, right before this show, I will be doing a production of The Importance of Being Earnest, where I will be playing Lady Bracknell.
No, wait, is that the one where Ernest goes to camp or Ernest Scared Stupid?
The one where he goes to the military.
Oh, right.
Wait a minute. I thought it was the one. I thought it was the one where he joined the gymnastics team.
It is. I'm in that one.
Okay.
Yes.
I know you do splits and stuff, so I thought it was that one.
But seriously, like next week, we are trying to get the performers paid for that show. Look at this link. So if you go to Indiegogo and look for The Importance of Being Earnest with the social distancing players and the Zenith players, I will be playing Lady Bracknell. We have a scaled paying system. If you donate $30 to the show, you get a very special tea with Lady Bracknell after the show.
Oh.
And all I'm saying is there better be cucumber sandwiches there.
Finger sandwich.
That part.
Right. So we actually have a lot of fabulous comments coming in this way. I'm going to throw some of them up here. Yeah. Anastasia's laugh makes me smile so much, from Keely Romberger.
Oh,
so sweet.
I love that. Kenny Anderson. Hi, sluts.
Hi, Kenny. I know you're he is sitting in the room right across the hall from me. You slut.
Right.
I am not a slut. I am a hoe.
Right.
I'm a lady. I don't charge for it.
Oh, Lord. Lord. Girl, I wanted to say real quick, because y'all were talking about bingo. I'm still mad about them writing that article about me being over-sexualized at a goddamn college show.
Like, what did they not understand with drag bingo?
What? I didn't even do anything crazy. I was like, be 8 inches or longer, or you ain't coming home with me tonight.
Right?
That's classic.
That's funny.
Girl, they'd have ran me out of town with pitchforks.
Right?
Well, girl, just about.
Wait, what college was this?
Shippensburg.
Girl, that's a public school. You know they nasty up there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They were mad they didn't come up with the jokes first.
Right.
Literally. Girl, I would have laughed at that. Girl, if you said I used to say at bingo before or after I douche. Like, oh, that's funny.
And see, my before joke was so much nerdier.
Look, they said I was throwing sexual jokes around.
Oh, yeah, damn right you were.
Damn it.
Throw them all around.
Girl.
I love it.
Right.
I love
some more fabulous comments. I'm throwing this in here just to be an instigator. Peyton Bradley, I love you, Anastasia.
It's your boyfriend.
I love you, Peyton. Mwah. That is my very good Judy.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. From Jasleen Sparks Dixon. Anastasia says, don't forget to return my hair and my blue earrings, LOL. Also, I'm sorry, ladies, but Ms. Fanci is the most stunning. Haha, love you all.
Yes.
Thanks, Jasleen. Wait, let me do it this way. Do you like my ring?
Yes.
From Patricia Williams, Anastasia, your lips are gorgeous. You're absolutely beautiful.
Mwah. Right there for you, baby.
Right. Chat's moving. Jason M. Blymeyer, love you all so very much.
Love you. I miss you.
Oh, I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got his mask on in his picture, so I'm assuming he's good,
Half the battle.
right? David Kern, hey, you crazy bitches.
Crazy, how dare.
I mean, there's the lie.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
From Vicky Marie Thompson, sorry you had to deal with that at Ship.
Girl, you know what? I got paid, so I ain't mad.
You walk away with that coin, that's all that matters.
Exactly. And they better call me next year too.
but the thing is, like, that has happened to me at like my shows, like bar shows, where people will, like, make comments that, like, you know, I was foul mouthed or risque.
Well,
Bitch,
girl, what do you come?
Right, you came to my show. That's like going to see Andrew Dice Clay and being like, he was very dirty. Yes, bitch.
No kidding.
Girl.
Right. Like, now, I'm sure, all right, half the people watching probably don't know who Andrew Dice Clay is. If you're under the age of 30, you probably don't. But he was a filth comedy comedian. Like, you know, it's like, what the hell was her name? Lisa Lampanelli back in the day. You know, she was like an insult, like, you know, even Bianca Del Rio these days. Like, she's an insult comic. The bitch is filthy. It's what we do.
Exactly.
I was doing a benefit show for an organization a number of years ago. I'm not going to say their name, but, you know, it was a Christmas show. And a lot of the performers were like, we're here to raise money. Let's get dirty. And a lot of the kings were doing, like, one king did Dick in a Box. Another did something, like, they were doing what they could to raise money. And one of the people from the board came over to me and was like, you need to stop this. All of our entertainment needs to be kid friendly. And I was like, it's 10:30 at night and we're in a bar. Shut the fuck up. For you.
Yeah.
And that's my tea. There's a time and place. Like, yes, if we're at a, you know, if you're at a kids event, a, you know, family friendly pride, you know, drag queen story hour, whatever. Yeah. Like, we did a gig one time at Hard Rock. Now, bless our lives. They wanted us there at 9 a.m. in full drag, dressed as Disney princess. Bitch.
No, ma'am.
I can't.
Oh, no.
I can't. So, like, 9 a.m. Disney princess drag realness. I can't. But, like, that's when you're, okay, we're going to keep it sweet and keep it cute. But if you're coming to a show after 10 o'clock at a bar, ma'am, what did you expect?
Mary.
Yeah. Like, that's
and
not...
that's kind of the thing.
Go ahead.
People think that drag queens are like this, like, pretty little princess. Like, I think the thing is, people, like, they don't understand what drag really is because of RuPaul's Drag Race. I mean, they don't air all the messy ass stuff. Look there.
I already said fuck me. Go for it, girl.
Girl, did I say that already? Look. But, you know, they don't air the messy stuff. You know, they air the sweet stories, and those sweet stories are real. They make up the drag queens, but drag is really, you know, a bunch of men and wigs, or a bunch of you know, performers in wigs who are just trying to have a good time and laugh with their good Judies and put on a good show.
But at the same time, though, even Drag Race, like, there's some very racy shit for Drag Race.
Yeah,
but they have that pit crew all naked with their junk just hanging out and swinging. I mean, I am mad about it, honey, but you know, there are children that watch the show.
Yeah.
I whenever they bring out the pit crew, I always love when they pan to the audience and it's just thirsty across the board. And I picture myself in that situation, just kind of going, okay, sure. Good for them.
Speaking of which, did anybody see the big to-do with the last, I think it was the last episode of Canada Drag Race?
No.
I haven't seen it up yet.
They did a pit crew thing, and they had, like, you know, 10, 15, you know, pit crew boys. And one of them was a bear. He had six-pack abs and, you know, a skinny little twink. He had some beef on him, honey. And I was like, come on, we got human bodies. Yeah.
Yes. Love that.
And he was cute, too. I was like, all right, sir.
Well, we really need more body positivity and body diversity as well within the queer community. I mean, look at the representation that we have. It's primarily individuals who are Caucasian, very skinny, and attractive.
Yeah, it's true. I see it, like, I randomly, like, I don't even know what it's called. I'd have to look on my Facebook. but like randomly got invited to like join this like group on Facebook that was like gazing quarantine, whatever. Yeah, and it's like it's just so disgusting to see the same skinny white boys with tattoos and abs posting pictures and getting like 2,000 likes, and then if someone who's either fat, femme, or Asian posts a picture, they get like 3 likes.
Yes, that part.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's real. It's real. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's
This
real.
is reality.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? The other thing that kind of kills me is, okay, so there was always like, the little subgroups and little sects of our community for things like that. You had like the bear community, the leather community, this and that, whatever. And like even the leather and bear communities, that have always been so body positive and so accepting, are starting to get overrun, by the pretty gays, to the tune of like, I've been to bear events or leather events, and like, okay, I'm not trying to read, but I'm gonna read. And not that girl.
I'm not trying to read, but
like just because you put on a elastic harness from Andrew Christian and don't shave for 2 days does not mean you are a leather daddy. Okay, honey. So all these like cute little young boys, whatever, want to show up to these leather events or bear events, acting like they're part of it. But then they want to get there and want to start running their mouths about, oh, that fat guy over there, and oh, he shouldn't be taking his clothes off. Ma'am, you came to the party for that.
The wrong event, girl.
Girl, y'all better go to the Folsom Fair or something like that. You might meet Rock'em Sock'em.
Girl, and that's the thing, I've been to Folsom, I've been to leather and bear events, and let me tell you, like, the first time I went to the Woods campground, and y'all out there that know the Woods, honey, it's a gay clothing optional campground here in Pennsylvania, and I was terrified. I was going up for 4th of July weekend. So like,
I was there.
Yeah, right. Jade was there. She recalls. And I mean, I was terrified. I was like, oh, honey, I won't be taking my clothes off. No, you won't be seeing that. Girl, by the end of the weekend, I was running around in a jock strap and nothing but just having me a good old time. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when you're looking around and you're seeing, every age and body type and this and that and who else, just naked as they could be, loving their life. And the funny thing is, not funny, the good thing, like I remember being at the pool, and I mean, it's just man soup full of, homeless, like crammed in, whatever. People would make comments on like other people's bodies, but it was never negative. It was always, oh, look at him, he's hot. Or, oh, like I would get with that. But you never heard, like if they saw something they didn't like or whatever, they kept it to themselves. And I'm like,
wow.
Yes, bitch, mind your own business.
Yeah.
What's your favorite soft drink?
I remember, because I was there that weekend. We were doing a fabulous show. Our dear friend Paula Frost had booked us that weekend. And I remember performing around the pool for just tons of naked people. And the only thing that crossed my mind was, where are you keeping these dollar bills?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And the other thing I kept wondering was like, did you put suntan lotion on that? Because that's going to burn, girl.
Yeah.
And that's a place you don't want sunburn, honey.
Mm-hmm.
That was such an eye-opening experience for multiple reasons, but it was such a wonderful, like carefree environment. I remember I was getting ready to leave because I had to run back home, and I got like a Facebook message from one of my female friends who was there. So I was like, I'm going to go and say hi. And there she is, just like titties out, hanging out with friends. I was like,
yes,
this is great. Met my friends. I remember shaking his hand, just going, don't look down, don't look down. Good for you.
That's the whole point. We, here in America, we are such prudes about nudity. Like if about nudity and about female hygiene products, because you can't use red liquid, you have to use blue liquid, and it's just so funny because over in when I visited Germany, when my sugar daddy paid for it for me, there was nudity all over the TVs there, and it wasn't sexual nudity. It was just, I'm taking a shower. I'm not gonna pan the camera out so you only see my shoulders. It was full body nudity, girl. Like,
Mhm.
Now, the one other thing that is interesting to me is the here in America, I guess just nudity in general in movies. Like they can always show breasts, they can show vagina, they can show booty, but they will not show an erect cock.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They won't even show a flaccid cock half the time. They
Very rarely.
it's like so rare.
Yeah.
This actually ties into something a segment we're going to do a little bit later, but I actually have a fabulous quote. I want to use this now. Later, we're going to talk about like our celebrity crushes and stuff like that. But to tie into that, so I'm going a little out of order, but I wanted to tie this into what Anastasia is saying. A celebrity that has noticed that there's a huge inequality in nudity in movies is Ewan McGregor. And he is not afraid to get naked. And I'm going to read a quote because I found it earlier today and I absolutely love it.
I'm here for it.
I'm doing my bit for the women's movement. The women have always been naked in movies, and now I'm just desperate to take my clothes off as much as possible.
Please do.
And I would like to thank him for that.
Me,
Love him for that, but please do take all of your clothing off now.
Yeah. Like well, as much as we're like Ewan McGregor naked, thank you very much.
Yeah.
At the same time, he's not wrong. Like women are always like, we're going to have your boobs out in this scene for no reason other than we're going to have your boobs out in this scene. One of my first like Ewan McGregor experiences I had a moment was in the movie Velvet Goldmine, where Ewan McGregor gets completely naked, covers himself in honey and glitter, and bounces around on a stage.
And that's how Jade became gay.
That was the moment I knew.
She knew.
Glitter and honey on a naked man.
Yeah, McGregor turned Jade gay.
I mean, I'm not saying that's incorrect. But that's the thing, you know, it is this huge inequality. And in America, we're so like reserved, you know.
I was gonna say like, it is the reality. Like Jeremy was watching a show yesterday on Netflix. I don't even know what it was called, but I came in and then there was this really I mean obviously I walked in because I saw the chroma out, this really good looking guy and this chick, and it's like it literally showed her take every article of clothing off, the boobs, everything, and all it showed the guy take his shirt off. Next thing you know, they're done having sex. I'm like, well, what? Like, why didn't they do that for him? Why did they show his bits? Like, they over-sexualized the woman, but the man was just in the scene because he had to be there.
Do they not realize that women are the ones who choose where the date happens?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, the thing is, it's the same thing that they do with when they're trying to sell a car. They will put a scantily clad woman like someone like me, and they will try and sell the car with a sexy woman. If you get this car, you can have this woman.
Yeah.
See, now, Anastasia, you might be a little too young for this, but I'm sure Jade and Skarlet remember. See, back in the good day, there was this movie that came out that was like, especially for, you know, the horny teenagers. It was called Wild Things.
Oh, yeah.
And there was all the teenage boys were talking about there was a lesbian kiss with Neve Campbell and what's her name? The other one.
What's it?
I can't think of her name.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was Neve Campbell and some other, you know, pretty girl from the time. And all my teenage boyfriends were like, just like, oh my God, the hot girls kissing. And all I could think about was the shower scene later in the movie when Kevin Bacon finally showed everybody the bacon.
Yes.
Literally. The guy like walks in and like it's like a suspense scene. You're like, somebody's in the shower and they're like, oh, who is it? And then you think it's like the killer. And then the shower door opens and there's Kevin Bacon butt naked, just full frontal, like, hey, what up? And I'm like, oh, baby, everybody cut foot loose, okay?
You know what? And you talking about actually, this is I just thought as you said about lesbian kiss. That's taking like women being sexualized further, because a straight person will sit there and see two women kissing. Oh, that's hot. I love that. But if two men do it, it's fucking disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that drives me crazy. A couple years ago, my husband and I went to watch fireworks for the 4th of July. And, you know, we were kind of off on our own. There were other people around, but nobody within like a good 20 feet of us. So at one point, I just kind of curled my arm around his, and all we could hear from behind us was, "Hey, there's kids here." I was like, "Are you kidding me? We're not making out. We're not being gross. I'm holding my husband's arm."
Right. And meanwhile, straight people are all but like having sex 2 feet away, and everybody's okay with that.
Oh, but
I'm just trying to walk into Starbucks to get my venti frap, and you got your hand down your girl's bra and up her pants. But God forbid I hold my husband's hand and disgusting, ew. Like, what? Girl.
And that's the real reason we wash our hands for 20 seconds.
It's true.
Girl, do we all though? As you see all these politicians talking about, I guess we have to start doing the cleanliness measures. Wait a minute.
What? Hand soap is real? I didn't know.
That's a thing.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Did you hear the latest bit? I hate to bring it up, but the Cheeto. His newest claim is that he has talked to the hand sanitizer companies, and they will not make hand sanitizer for President Biden if he wins. They will only make hand sanitizer for President Trump.
That is a hostage situation right there. Like, that is that's terrorism. I'm sorry.
Like, that's just stupidity. Like, what?
Girl, well, but he's banning TikTok. Or if they don't put some of their money into the U.S. Department of Treasury, he is gonna ban TikTok.
Do you know why he made a TikTok? Do you know why he's made a TikTok?
Because people are talking about him.
Well, one, because his Tulsa rally, all the young 20-somethings on TikTok started this big campaign to have everybody buy up tickets, or because they were free, snatch up tickets so that people couldn't get. That's why he thought there was going to be 1 million people there, but it was like 20. And then I just saw this the other day on the TikTok. Because he's threatened to ban TikTok, all the millennials started a thing where he has an app on the App Store. It's like the Donald Trump 2020 election. All the youngins went on there, downloaded the app, and gave it a 1-star rating, and brought the rating down to like 1.7. Because if it gets so low, they'll kick the app off the App Store.
Yes, I love
like,
that.
20-year-olds.
Right.
Well, we're talking about doing ratings and such. And I apologize for jumping all around here, Jake, because I know you had a set plan. But with regards to ratings, there we go. Never mind. But with the Bloomberg Fair, I don't know if you all saw what happened with the Bloomberg Fair with regards to Dr. Rachel Levine, who is the Health Department Secretary for Pennsylvania. Thank God for her, because without her, we would probably be Florida right now. Someone got into a dunk tank and they dressed up as Dr. Rachel Levine. Let me just tell you, this woman has credentials. And because they did this whole thing, they made it a big old joke. Thanks, quote unquote, Dr. Levine. You sure did I want to say it was at least hundreds of individuals went to their Facebook page and rated it like 1 star and was like, this is an awful place. Da, 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 da. They went so hard on that Facebook shut it down. They said, we're going to take a little bit of time to review the reviews because this shit's going crazy. But it just goes to show the power of the people.
Exactly. We need to come together and speak up against stuff like that, because I've been doing it. Every time I see something, I report it. I saw something last week. It was, I don't know if you girls saw this on Facebook. I was so grossed out. I literally wanted to just go to this restaurant and punch everyone that worked there in the face. They had on their menu, they were making mozzarella sticks into balls, and they called them Levine's balls on the menu.
Yes.
And I was like, and then beyond disgusting. Beyond.
And then they released an apology statement. What? Why?
Girl, why? I'm sorry.
Well, and even Pittsburgh Fair, they issued an apology, but it was more of a, we're sorry you were offended, rather than we made a really bad choice.
Yeah.
We own what we did. We are going to learn from it. It was the worst apology ever. They kept on saying the gentleman that they had dressed as Dr. Levine was supposed to be Marilyn Monroe.
Oh,
not on her worst day.
Yeah. No,
then
ma'am.
the fair thanked Dr. Levine for getting into the dunk tank and was like, we don't know why so many people wanted to throw balls at you. No. Dr. Levine has done everything she can for this state. She even issued a public statement where I'm going to grossly misquote her right now, but it was basically, I do not have time in my life or place in my heart for hate.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's how you address that.
Yeah.
And here's my thing. There's a difference between I did something that was offensive that I like zero intention, like I was doing an everyday thing in my book and just wasn't thinking, and there was zero intention to be malicious.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Like, apologize, we move on. But like when you are legitimately, intentionally, attacking someone because of their gender identity, their race, their whatever, and then turn and be like, oh, I didn't mean it. No, bitch, you did.
Yeah.
You sure did.
Well, and what got me even more on that was we didn't think, we weren't specifically trying to target Dr. Levine on it. I was like, so you were targeting the entire trans community.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, that doesn't make it better.
Right. Mm-hmm. Now, okay. A funny little anecdotal story about a moment when somebody did something, not intentionally, but they just weren't thinking. Here we go. So one of the clubs in Philly, my old roommate, Salada T, if you've never met her, she's a crazy old gal from back in the day. She was DJ. And an older gentleman, was dancing, having a good time, loving her music, and literally fell over dead of a heart attack.
I know this story.
Like in the club, like literally, like just on the first floor, like was bopping around, having a good time, and just dropped dead of a heart attack, like dead before he hit the floor.
Wow.
So she's DJ, she didn't see what happened. Well, all of a sudden, like security's running by and they're like, cut the music. Well, like you never cut the music. Like even for a big old fight, like you don't cut the music. She's like, what's going on? So she cuts the music, whatever. They realize, the ambulance comes, the whole night, like the guy is dead. Oh my God. Very sad. So as they're like taking the body out, they're like, all right, start the music back up, but keep it low key. So she played like, I think it was like Hero by like Enrique Iglesias or something. It was cute. So then like the body's out, it's over now, time to like get the party going because it was only like 11 o'clock. It's still early. So now in her brain, she's thinking, okay, I got to get the party going again. So I'm going to go like old school disco. I'll play like a disco classic. It'll get everybody going again. Now, what is like the most classic gay disco number you can think of?
I Will Survive.
Yep, she sure did.
Oh my God, no! Shut
the and like the owner walked over and was like, bitch, what are you doing? And she's like, I wasn't thinking. Like this man just died and you played I Will Survive. Bitch, he did not.
Yes. Well, you know what? It's better than what I was thinking that was going to happen. I assumed that he was going to play Let the Bodies Hit the Floor.
No, that was had it been another DJ, probably, but Salada don't think that part of it.
This is so horrible.
My thing is, when I used to DJ a lot, I would like my friends that were there like would pay attention, and like I would throw the ultimate shade, like with the music I would play. So like the one, or like obviously like when like the one I was doing karaoke somewhere, and like this guy gets up and starts singing karaoke. He was doing Kings of Leon, Sex is on Fire.
Okay.
And in the middle of the song, I was like, no, bitch, my speaker is on fire. My speaker was like pouring smoke. I was like, oh shit. So like, what am I like? I got somebody working on the speaker. Meanwhile, bitch, I played. We didn't start the fire. The roof was on fire. Like, everything was just like, I don't know where am I going. Well, then one night, now this was terrible. The old bar I used to work at, the Beagle up in Norristown. Jade remembers that bar. Oh, I know. So, good times, many good times, but there was things. So the one night, this woman, middle-aged older woman, bougie as hell, well, she apparently got way too drunk and was heading back to the bathroom. Now, this woman, don't ask me how did she pull this off. In like there was like a little vestibule back by where the bathrooms are. She managed to not only throw up, but simultaneously get diarrhea.
Oh, wait.
Inside the bathroom. So I didn't realize this had happened. I walk over to the bar to get a cocktail. And I'm like, where? We have 3 bartenders. Where the hell are all the bartenders? Can a bitch get a drink? And then I see them all over by the bathroom. I take 2 steps in that direction, girl, and the smell hit me. And I said, oh no. Bitch, I got on that DJ booth. I played Smells Like Teen Spirit. I played that song.
You did it!
What the hell was that song from Outkast? Roses really smell like that song. Can't you smell that smell? All them good songs.
Oh God.
But see, that's funny though. Like that story that you said about the speakers being on fire, because it's funny. It's like mishaps that happened, or like making fun of a drunk girl. But like, if someone just dropped dead 2 seconds ago, you can't play "I Will Survive." Like,
girl, and the thing is, like, I mean, and totally not intentional at all. It's one of those things that, like, I totally understood the thought process, because it's like, okay, it's a gay bar, mixed ages, so like, what's something everybody will gag for? Old school disco, of course. And what is like the classic gay disco number? "I Will Survive." Like, I was like, you didn't think when you were typing that into your computer, like, this don't sound right?
Yeah.
Still Buster Ball moments to this day.
That is amazing. So, okay. We're going to try to get back to my original plan in my head.
Really hard.
I do want to, we do have one more comment that I want to point out. Well, a couple more comments. We were talking about like TV just being graphic. Derek Campbell Ernst, my fabulous husband, saying that same thing became a big issue with commercials for Hardee's and Carl's Jr. for a bit, because all of the commercials were almost porn and they had to make a big push to reel it in. I was going to spell check that, but I decided not to. But yeah, like all of these commercials were like, ooh, look, I'm Paris Hilton and I'm going to eat a burger while washing a car.
Literally.
First of all,
bitch.
If you're washing a car and eating a burger at the same time, you're messy.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it was Paris Hilton, so whatever.
Yeah.
I've never understood I'm going to use a hot woman in order to sell a car.
But have you ever watched, like, go on YouTube and watch like European, like dirty European commercials?
Oh, they're so fun.
Yeah.
And it's like this, like, hard, like all but hardcore porn, like, clip. And you're like, what the hell are they trying to sell? And then it's like, butter. Like, they're trying to sell like margarine.
Yeah.
And you're like, girl, I didn't need to see all the naughty bits to sell some margarine.
What?
Like,
going
even
back
the cologne commercials.
Yep. Going back to the Bloomsburg Fair, Patricia Williams, the power of Gen Z youngins getting it done.
Yeah.
And also the TikTok thing.
Mm-hmm.
And one more fun comment from Brian Slayer James. Lovely lady.
Hey, Slayer.
We love her.
Yes.
Now, one thing I wanted to do tonight, just because, it's just the four of us, we're going to have some fun. I have been going through everyone's Facebook and finding oldies but goodies to share with the world.
Oh,
don't worry, Skarlet, I didn't find any of Ariana.
We don't talk about her anymore.
All right. But I am actually going to start with Skarlet because I found this picture and it amazed me. So, Skarlet, I would like you to describe this picture.
Who is that dainty woman on that stage?
And a Morgan Wells.
Wow. So this was I had just moved back from Florida about 3 months prior to this picture. And so for those of you who don't know, I took a year and a half off of drag because Jeremy and I had moved to Florida due to his military orders. And I came back and I was like, well, I've been out of the game so long. I need to get my name back out there. And like most queens, at this time, I had only been doing drag for like maybe 2 years, if that. So still newer. And I was like, thinking like most queens, do a pageant, win. That'll help me get my name out there. So at that rumors up in Pottsville, which we also don't speak about anymore. And at that time, my whole drag family was still performing there and working there, and they ran the shows. So they got me into compete for Miss Rumors 2016. So wearing a lovely yellow and gold Morgan Wells with a updo that my mother Aurora gave me and a jewelry set from Michelle Lee Sterling. And I won the pageant. Thanks. Jade was there judging. I'll never forget it because the one question was, which one of the judges would you fuck and why?
That's right.
I said, well, if her bedroom life is anything like her drag, it's probably wild. So Jade.
Yes.
I also would have accepted none of you. Alrighty. I have a fabulous Transformation Tuesday coming up next.
I'm terrified.
For those who don't know, Transformation Tuesday is when queens show when they started drag to now. So Fanci.
Ooh.
Let's talk about this.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes,
Honey.
So that's when she didn't know what the hell setting powder was.
That part.
Yeah. No, that was like from like the very like first couple of weeks I was doing drag. Girl, it was rough. And like, you know, I'm so damn old. Like, I didn't have YouTube tutorials to teach me how to do my face. I didn't have, these sickening queens around me to help me out. I was left flapping in the wind to figure my shit out, honey. So yeah, like my makeup was based off of like what I saw my mother do, which clearly not enough makeup for real life. And like you can even see my jewelry. Oh, honey, it was tragic. It was stuff I bought at like Claire's or something, wherever I could find something. And then of course, a few years later, she got some custom work done and started making her own jewelry. Got some lovely hair. So I think most of that jewelry I made myself. That coat is a lovely Morgan Wells. Girl, you'll notice everybody has a Morgan Wells or two in their closet. If you don't, you're not doing drag.
Yeah, I'm not doing drag.
Yeah, bitch, you better do some Morgan Wells, honey. She uses like golden thread. I don't know what it is. Her work is amazing.
Yeah.
Years. And that hair actually was a gift from Lady Tabitha. It's a Q of Atlanta, a fabulous hair designer from down south in Atlanta. She gave me that as a gift when I was competing for a pageant, I think for a Reading Pride, many moons ago. Which I still have that wig downstairs somewhere. It just needs a little TLC because it's been a few years. But yes, honey, shit, the glow up is real, darling.
Yes.
I love it.
And look at her now, darling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of Transformation Tuesdays, hey, Anastasia.
Wait a minute.
What do you think of this?
Yes.
No, she didn't.
Oh, girl. Well.
Wait,
you know what?
What are those lashes? Like,
they were feather lashes.
Oh, I'm like, why do they look so weird?
And I wrote love on my one eyeball.
Oh,
and you can see that my cut crease is pretty high, and my eyebrows are.
Very hot, girl.
Girl, this was 5 years ago, girl. This was the first picture that I took using setting powder because I did not know what banana powder was whenever I first started. And this was, you can see I used to wear nails. So y'all said I never wear nails. I used to wear them, but that was the old me. She's dead and gone. Oh my gosh, I didn't overdraw my lips. Look at this mess. I didn't use blush back then. Girl. And the other picture was from I got a haul from One Skin Dermatology. They are Chambersburg, Franklin County's first and only dermatology center that is has a board certified dermatologist whose name is Dr. Rachel Day. If you're looking for some skincare products, go check her out. One Skin Dermatology.
Alrighty. I'm multitasking. I shouldn't do that. So let's see. What's a good one? I would actually, I'm going to have Fanci read this photo first. Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so first, I was gorgeous. Yes, that's me as a boy, darling. A few pounds and many more years ago. That was at the Beagle, I believe. Yes, when we just redone the roof. I'm trying to remember what show that was.
I think that was the fundraiser for Hope.
Okay, that sounds right.
Wow. Hope, Health and Health.
For the Foundation for Hope, yes. So here we go. Oh my God. So it looks like Jade got that Philly memo. She was coming to Philly, so she wore the old Philly uniform that we used to wear, which was all black, a burgundy wig, and spook face. You have to do a burgundy lip, a little bit of 3D, max 3D silver glitter on your eye, and a nice smoked out eye. That was the Philly uniform back in the day, honey. That was in the wake of Sharon Needles after she won her season of Drag Race. Every bitch in Philly went spook as hell. And they thought, like, you know, on Wednesdays we were black. No, honey. In Philly, we were black. Everybody tried to look like a witch. It was terrible.
I remember that outfit was given to me by Miss Poison, and that was the first time I wore it, and I split it up the middle.
Of course you did. Because
it did not fit over my boobs. So I had to put a corset on over it to hide the fact that I ripped it.
The things we've done.
So I pulled that picture up because I realized I forgot to pull a picture of me back when I started doing drag.
Of course.
So I'm going to let you girls read me. This was actually one of the first drag things I did. I did a photo shoot with Scott Church, and he wanted to put drag queens in everyday situations. So we're going to go around clockwise. Anastasia can read first, then Fanci, then Skarlet. Here it is.
Girl, why you look like you are trying to pick up a man, but you kind of drunk a little bit? And you, oh, honey, what is that? Okay, newspaper. Girl, those eyebrows, though, they were fierce.
Right?
I want the ponytail back, girl. I want the ponytail back.
That is the ponytail that Willem read me for wearing on Willem's Beatdown.
That is they bring it back, sis. Yeah, girl, you look like you are coming off the streets, trying to find you a man. Girl, you look hungry in that photo.
She was thirsty. Fancy.
Girl. She looked like she had to do drag in about, drag on a dime in about 2 minutes. She then stole her grandmama's shawl, some old newspapers, made a little top, and got some ruffled panties from the whore down the street.
Oh,
Lord, honey. And then, girl, she doesn't look like she there is some poor horse walking around with no tail because she done chopped it off and put it on her head. Girl, she got that big hairline. Girl, looking like it's looking like it's the British after the American Revolution just retreating, darling. She forgot to get that.
Not the hairline.
She forgot to get that good hairspray, honey, to give her a feminine hairline. Yes, she did.
A good
Skarlet, anything to add?
Looked like she did her makeup in the cab on the way to the bar. She's looking older back then than she does now. Looking like an old woman. And she's holding onto the bar, pretending not to be drunk. And if anyone asks, the room's spinning. She's not drunk. She's scoping out her next man to take home and devour.
That's what she looked like.
Yes.
I remember sitting there for that photo, and they legit ordered. The bar was open when we did that photo, and then they hand me this really strong drink, and they did like several takes of me actually sipping it. And they were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't drink very often, and this is really strong." And they were like, I was like, "Yeah, I."
See, they poured that drink for me, actually.
Yes.
Wrong
right.
queen.
I'm having fun with this. We're going to do another round of this shenanigans.
Oh, Jesus.
Skarlet, you ready?
Oh, God. I'm closing.
Here you go.
Oh, my God. Look at that. Somebody finally let it out of the sewer. How nice of them.
Girl. You have never looked so soft and supple in your life.
Truly.
Truly. I was going to wear color that night, but I was in a rush, so I just stopped at CVS to not only meet a guy in the alleyway, but to get a smoky eye palette. And
good.
This is what I look like. This is what you get.
Girl, Girl, that looks like you got gangbanged in a back alley by a box of Crayola.
Actually, I went to the Crayola factory and tried all the colors.
She said, I'll take it all, honey.
I want it all of it.
You know what?
You find
It looks
yourself
like
to be
you-
an autumn or a winter. Yes.
Yes. Well, actually, you know what? It's funny. That was a show that Jade and I did. I think it was last year sometime at Divas Down Under, and the theme was Lisa Frank.
Yep.
So I was trying to think of all the most colorful things I could bring to the show, and so with that number, I went obviously full on clown. I was like, I got all the colors, and I did Pink's Funhouse actually. In that.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, let's pull up another one. Hey, this next one is shady as hell, but it's in here. So Fancy. Let's talk about this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was feeling pretty, darling. Yes, she was. That was what, the second Queen of Hope pageant? I think. Jade beat me, that bitch.
Welcome.
Yes. But yes, I'm trying to think. I don't remember who painted me that night.
I thought you painted yourself that night.
Yeah, that one I did paint myself that night. That was definitely back in the good old days because, honey, she was using some super white.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she was, honey. Oh, girl. My highlight looks like the fucking Coke mirror from Scarface. Yeah, she looked powdery and
She
ashy.
took the whole container of clown white and poured it on her face.
Yes, honey. She was something, honey. And she was dark. She was feeling exotic with some dark hair that night.
Well,
Yeah,
this was
I never
right
seen one
before
dark
crowning
before,
too.
Yes, that was the end of the night, right before crowning. Oh Lord, honey.
We had the dressing room that night was so much fun. We were all being playful and shady with each other.
It was a good time.
The blonde beside me in that photo, Sakura B. Love, she ended up being first alternate, and I saw her walk in with the current reigning Miss Gay Pennsylvania as her dresser, and I was like, well, this is going to be fun. I'm not going to win.
Right.
Aww.
Sakura's amazing. And the fabulous person in red, that is the late Brie McPhee. She unfortunately passed a few months after this photo was taken.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she was such a light and such a funny ass human being. Like, she knew how to laugh and she loved drag so much.
Oh.
But yeah, we miss her a lot. But yeah, it happened.
That was the night I learned Jade's mysterious trick.
My spoon eyes.
Her spoon eyes.
Oh, her spoon. I was like, what? Wait, what are you talking about?
She take her good old spoon and just and then cut her crease. I said, ma'am, I've seen things that I never saw a spoon, bitch. The Little Mermaid had a fork. Jade used a spoon.
Exactly.
Well, Jade, didn't you do a show just the other week where you had one gentleman who decided to use a ladle?
Oh, a ladle. I was showing the team from The Obstructed View how to do the spoon eye, and one of the boys brought a ladle, and I was like, you know what? I don't hate this. Crease all the way up there. Give us some clown drag. Absolutely.
I love that.
When you're going for a little divine.
Right? I want a good eye that you can see from space.
I mean, I think I used a ladle. Actually, I think that's how I achieved this.
You sure you sure didn't use a spatula, girl?
Oh no! I used the big for the grill. You know, one of those, a big spatula. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, huh?
I love it.
Just
Weird.
Now that we're getting into the group photos, let's Skarlet and Anastasia have fun.
Oh, girl.
wow! This
Girl,
is
my first time at Heat.
work done. She got some new titties.
Just a little bit.
Girl, if you look closely, my eyelash is wonky. My hair is frizzed. But I put on a good show, bitch.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm just glad
You know
you've
what?
got, shoes that match the outfit this time.
Right.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, she went there.
She walked into her doctor and said, "I want an M cup," and he gave her a W cup. That's
Yeah.
easy.
Girl.
Like,
Your cup runneth over.
Girl, y'all really dragging me for that. Those they weren't even pearl white. They were tan shoes that I wore with this outfit. But you know what? The night that we took this picture, I was so livid because I did my McDonald's number for the second time, which I definitely stole from Meatball, and but I changed it up a little bit. But the bag of like 20 burgers that I had at Heat exploded all over the floor as I was in the middle of my number, and I was like, well, I guess I'll just get down here and hump some burgers and throw them at the audience.
Girl, that was a fun night though, because we were all, when I say messy, we all did like some kind of number, because that was when I did my mix of heavy boobs. Jade knows that one.
I love heavy boobs.
And don't want no short dick man.
Yes.
Those two. And then Jade, so I'm out there like going up to guys and like, you're a short dick, like just putting a random days, and she's humping burgers. Like, that was a night. It was so much fun. It was a good show.
And they say drag is not artistry.
Yeah.
I would never do such things.
You lie.
But she would do this.
Yes, she would. Y'all are lucky. Y'all gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna do your face tonight.
Wow.
That was slumber party bingo, bitch.
Oh.
I was giving you angry mother at the party. That these kids won't go to hell to sleep. Trying to put my beauty mask on, girl.
Girl, I truly thought this was Wizard of Oz.
No,
Dead ass.
Wizard of Oz, and then somehow Lady Geisha. This isn't a rated. I'm just the first thing I thought of. She looks like she got botched in this picture.
Oh yeah,
so much filler in her face.
Yeah,
oh yeah, bro. Literally, I look like that one character from what is it from? Is it SpongeBob or something? One of them cartoons. It's like an old woman or something where she's green and she looks all miserable.
Oh, me and my friends always used to eat chocolate. I always hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is another picture I love just because like we go from this to this glow up.
Yes.
Yes.
See?
That's my, Madam of the Whorehouse. Yes, you can buy my girls, honey, but they're expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Very best in the whorehouse in Texas.
They're not expensive.
Well, depends on the day you catch them, honey. The house gets 20%. That's all I'm saying.
Yes,
Ooh,
girl.
15 cents.
But see, my favorite is so we did that photo shoot, and so many people are like, "Oh, girl, this is your look. You look stunning. You need to do this all the time." And I'm like, "Bitch, y'all don't tip me enough for that." Like, girl, that is a special occasion look because that's literally got to be $5,000 or $6,000 worth of drag.
Yeah.
Like, foxtails and that beaded gown and the jewelry for days and the hair and the who and the ha. Bitch, I can't afford to be dressed like that every damn day.
Right?
Well, so many people, like bar owners and promoters and whatnot, don't understand. Like some do, but some are just kind of like, well, you do drag, you should just love your art. And, we hate this word. No. If you are paying performers with exposure, you are exploiting performers.
Mm-hmm. And you know what I used to say? I used to say to all the bar owners, if they pulled that line, I'd say, well, baby, then you're going to be on my cocktails for free because I'm getting you exposure when I post my selfie with my cocktail or at your bar, period. I'm getting your bar exposure.
Right.
Yep.
Girl, if I wanted exposure, I would set a rumor about myself.
Exactly. Speaking of things, rumors starting. I'm throwing myself under the bus with this one.
Oh boy.
We were talking about the woods earlier. There was
yes, Jade in the pool and drag.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. This was at the woods. They sent me so many pictures, and every picture I'm like, I don't see a single dick anywhere, and I don't know how.
What the hell?
Because that's the only thing I could see while I was performing there.
Literally.
At the end of my number, I was emotionally overwhelmed by other things that were going on that day. I was at the wheelchair ramp up their pool, and I was like, you know what? I'm going in the pool. So
He sure did.
Oh, I
sure
love
did. The trick was getting me out of the pool because I was fully padded, and all of a sudden my pads were soaked and I was 50 pounds heavier.
Oh,
Ooh.
damn.
About that.
It was
Well.
exciting.
Wow.
All right, I have 2 more pictures. And we're just going to go through these quickly. Skarlet, what do you think about that?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Was Anastasia? You were there. I don't know why you weren't in the picture. Where were you, girl?
She was doing story time.
Oh, show. That's right. She was.
We talked about this last week, and it's such a slap in the face.
No, this was actually a funny picture. First, Jeremy took this, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
They started giving us sangria.
Yeah. They were like, we're gonna take an hour break between this is at Franklin County Pride. We're taking an hour break between the sets, and we're gonna have you go inside. Thank God, air conditioning. And the people who paid for the VIP tickets for Pride got to come in this room and drink sangria and pictures with us. So
now,
there
Skarlet,
we are. What's that?
Skarlet and Jade, were y'all a little tipsy for your second number? Because I was fully tipsy.
Completely.
Yeah,
Fully.
completely.
Oh, my.
I'm a whole lot of woman.
We need to get rid of this. And I'm like, so within the hour, it was like 100 pictures and 100 sangrias because it was just like, here, take a picture, take this sangria with me.
Yep. I had 2 of them because I knew I wasn't driving, and our dressing room was hot. I remember Calorie Kardashian Williams walked into the dressing room, and the first thing out of her mouth was like, girl, the heat in here is homophobic. She was amazing. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I love her.
Yeah, she's amazing. One of the things I wanted to go over tonight, and we've already talked through almost an hour and a half, girls, like this.
Oh my gosh.
But we're going to keep going because one thing I wanted to talk about tonight, we talked about our hopes and dreams. Now let's talk about dream men.
Ooh.
We'll make it a little sultry.
Wait, just a moment, though. Hold on.
Oh,
Just slip my robe down over my shoulder.
Ooh.
Anastasia, I'm in a Head and Shoulders commercial. Look at my collarbone.
You can't get a
I have no collarbone.
Jade, Jade, what do you have to say about this picture?
Oh. Oh my God. This was at Reading Pride. We were all exhausted. There's that damn ponytail again.
Yes.
And I was looking for another drink, apparently.
Yeah, I tend to keep my booze down there.
As I am,
some milk.
right, I was in Fanci's titties.
They're very comforting.
Oh,
Girl.
that is priceless. We were so tired that day. We were so punchy.
And it was so gross. It was like hot and muggy out. Ugh.
Right? Oh, it was the worst. But it was also a really fun show.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about dream men. Men we've had crushes on. We already talked about the fact that Ewan McGregor made me gay. So I'm going to start off this time. And I'm going to start off super cheesy. I'm going to talk about this dream man right here.
Oh.
That is my fabulous husband, Derek. That is the night he became Mr. Stallions. That kicked off the worst year of our lives. It was just a rough year. But yeah, he is my everything. He is remarkable. He's a goofball. You can look him up on Instagram, PA Street Scene, where he talks about cars.
So much.
It's a whole different kind of drag.
So much.
But yeah, he's pretty amazing. We've all had the chance to work with him. He's also the show director of Divas Down Under here in Harrisburg. Yeah, But speaking of men, I actually have a picture of another one of us with a handsome man. Hey, Fancy, who dis?
Oh,
Yes. That is one of my favorite people in the world. That is Rocco Steele, for those of you that don't know. And if you don't know, now you know. Google him, honey. So Rocco Steele is a very well-known porn star in the gay porn world, honey. If you've never seen his videos, look them up. They are... he is one beautiful big hunk of man, honey. He's almost as tall as me. He is all daddy and all real. And I'll tell you, my favorite part about him, besides, you know...
Oh,
like,
wait.
Yeah. Girl, it's huge. My favorite part besides that is so a lot of the boys I've met in the porn world, when they're on film, they're like, yeah, oh, that's so hot. Yeah, bro. Like they're all like mask and butch. But then they get off camera, they're like, oh my God, yeah, like they're queenier than we are, honey. They are like queens. Rocco.
I love that.
Oh yeah. Like Boomer Banks, if you've ever met Boomer Banks, she is a queen, honey, and she does not deny. She owns her queenness. Mm-hmm. Boomer literally he sells his merch on dragqueenmerch.com.
Oh my.
Yeah. But Rocco is out of this world. He's like the sweetest guy, which makes him even hotter. And he has his own underwear company that he started. It's called 107. Search it on Instagram. You can find it on the web. But it is 107 because those
length by girth.
Literally, those are his measurements. 107 underwear. It's amazing. I have a pair. They are comfortable as hell.
Anastasia, your fucking face. So, which one's the 10 and which one's the 7?
I'm trying to
Length versus
Is
girth.
it width or length or length? Hold on.
10 by 7.
Anastasia's like, let me just,
Literally, here, girl. It's that, but longer.
Girl,
Just longer.
That's too much.
Girl,
That's too much. Don't do it, Jade. You're gonna break your jaw, girl.
All I can say is, girl. All I can say is, thank God for poppers.
Oh Lord,
Jalapeno girl.
I'm going for the ear so I can hear him coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes,
girl. One of the porn stars I worked with did a threesome shoot with him, Boomer Banks, and this other dude. All of them over 10 inches. And I was like, how are you still walking?
Lord.
No.
All right, moving on. I did not label these well.
Of course you did.
That is
Dr. Steele. That was obviously for a shoot, clearly.
Let's see, which other pictures did we have? Here we go. Anastasia.
Oh.
She getting a vapor, honey.
Girl. Y'all, look at this man. Whose man is this? Whose man is this? He's so fine. This is young Yuri on Instagram.
Oh.
Whew. Look at how fine he is. He is gay, and he is taken, but not by me, unfortunately. But in my head, in my dreams, he is mine. He is so gorgeous for no reason.
For a second there, I thought you were double clicking your mouse. Like,
Anastasia, don't worry. FEMA is on the way. You will make it through this.
Oh my God.
You will make it through this flood.
Yeah.
On the way.
Her basement is flooded.
Yes. It is wet over here, girl. Lord.
How
fine can you be, though? How fine can you be?
Oh my.
Evacuate the fucking coastline, girl. It's done.
Oh.
Hurricane who? What? No, done. We're done. So this guy actually, he's on Instagram and X2. His name is Tat Twink.
Shocking.
Obviously. And I randomly stumbled across one of his videos, more specifically, a while ago, and I was like, okay. And then I started following him on that, and then we became friends on Instagram, and we actually talk on Instagram. He lives
Hi.
in Canada. He's very very nice. And
Does Jeremy know about this man?
oh yes, Jeremy knows.
Oh.
Jeremy's well aware.
Oh my lord!
If I ever take a trip to Canada, you all know what I'm going to be doing.
Well, girl, you were trying to get to Toronto, so.
Toronto.
All right. Who else we got here? Well, we have to talk about mine.
Yes.
Oh.
How can anyone say no to that smile?
Literally. Okay, so I have a question for you, Jade.
Yes.
Maybe it's just for me. I obviously, since I shave so much for drag, you're shaving your chest, your face, body hair if you're not wearing tights or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So since I'm that way, I like a man with a lot of hair. So was it just me, or in Revenge of the Sith when he had that big beard, was that not really hot? Girl.
I wanted to feel the force.
Same.
Oh.
I wanted all of his lightsaber, the whole.
Okay. So, Velvet Goldmine, Ewan McGregor made me gay. Moulin Rouge, Ewan McGregor made me even more gay.
Mm.
I grew up a little bit when I saw Obi-Wan.
Oh.
His beard is perfect. Although, like, the thing about Ewan McGregor, look at that smile.
Literally.
Look at those teeth.
Perfect.
Like,
But the question is, where are your lips, baby girl?
I don't even care. Like,
I'm all right with it.
the best part is he's so dad goals too. Like, he's got crow's feet that don't end, and I don't even care because they just make his smile even bright. Oh, okay. I gotta find somebody else's picture right now.
Girl, I'm gonna hold you down, girl. Lord.
Who sent this one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, yes, honey, I do love me a nice leather man. So that is another porn star gentleman of mine, because Mother used to be Miss K Hot Movies, so she knows all the cute porn boys. That is Mr. Dolph Dietrich. Find him on Twitter, honey, Dolph Dietrich, just like it sounds. He's another one, girl. She it's so big, you just want to bat around like a cat, lick it like a lollipop, but you afraid to put it up in your girl.
Oh my word.
Yeah, honey. But the best part about him is he is like 6'8".
6'8". Holy.
Literally, like, I mean, I have to look up to him, darling. Like, I have to look up to see his face. Girl, he is a tall drink of water, but he is well worth the climb, honey. Yes, yeah, all the way up there.
Not meow.
Well worth the climb.
Oh, all right. Who else we got here? Ooh, yes, sir.
I got it.
Sir.
This man's name is Fredo, Fredo. He is on Instagram, FREDO_L. Hold on. _LLH.
Girl, you don't have it memorized yet.
Girl, not yet. I have it all saved on my Instagram. I don't have to look it up. This man is so fine, stupid fine. Like, and he has this really hot gap between his teeth. Ooh. Look at that hair, like his hairline, his beard is just right. Look at those tattoos, the muscles, girl. And you know what? I'm not really all about muscles and all that kind of stuff, but you know what? We gotta appreciate when someone puts some real effort into their body.
Mm-hmm. Trust.
And look at his skin too. Like, ew, what? Like, just perfect. Like,
it's not fair.
It's not fair.
Right.
Alrighty, so we are reaching the end of our show, but I want to keep us going a little bit longer. So if anybody out there has any questions for us, feel free to send them in. I will answer every question that comes through StreamYard, but I wanted to play a quick little game of F, Marry, Kill.
Oh.
For those who don't know, F, Marry, Kill, basically I'm going to show 3 people, and they are 3 people in the drag world. One of them you have to F, one you marry, and one you kill.
Dun, dun, dun.
So We are going to F, Marry, Kill the judges from Canada's Drag Race. I thought this would be a lot of fun. So the judges from Canada's Drag Race are RuPaul's Drag Race Season 11 runner-up Brooklyn Heights, actor Jeffrey Boyer Chapman, and fashion model Stacey McKenzie. So, who wants to go first?
Girl, I'm going to go first real quick. Let me just do this real quick. So, you know what? I think I'm going to have to F Miss Brooklyn. Not because I'm a lesbian or anything like that, but I would absolutely die to be able to marry Mr. Jeffrey. Oh my goodness gracious, he is so gorgeous. I understand why RuPaul has this crazy old man crush on him. He is so fine. And, you know, that would have to leave the last one to go ahead and kill because I don't like the vagina. That's the only reason why.
Gotcha.
But she is fierce.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She is in this picture, too, for sure. Yes. Well, I would have to F Brooklyn Heights just because he is a very attractive boy. I'm also not a lesbian, so I need him to be boy form. And I would marry Jeffrey for sure because I'm so mad I didn't say that as my celebrity crush earlier. Damn it. But celebrity crush, and then if I married him, I could F him every day. And then I'd have to kill Last Judge. I don't know her. I honestly don't know much about her. I haven't actually seen any of Canada's Drag Race. So, yeah.
Gotcha. How about you, Fanci?
So I'm gonna have to break tradition with y'all. I'm gonna have to F Miss Stacey because she looked like she could take control of some things, honey. I would let her strap it on and do dirty things to me, honey.
Ooh.
Yeah. Then I think I would have to marry Mr. Jeffrey because, well, I mean, he's just pretty. He would be good arm candy, you know, for a lady. Which means I guess poor Miss Brooklyn, honey, I'm gonna have to kill her, girl. I didn't want to do it, but it wasn't until later when I was washing the blood off my hands I even knew she was dead.
Yes.
Nice.
Love a good musical theater quote.
What about you, Jade?
I would have to. I feel like I would, same as Fanci, I would F Stacey because she seems like she's fun. I have loved her ever since I saw her in The Fifth Element. For those who don't remember, she was one of the stewardesses.
So good back then. That movie's so good.
Right? I would marry Brooklyn and steal a whole bunch of her stuff.
True.
And that means I would kill Jeffrey.
The
reason I say that, I've been reading a lot. I haven't gotten a chance to watch a lot of the episodes of Canada's Drag Race, but from what I've seen, he's trying too hard to be Michelle Visage and read harshly. And if you're not putting on drag and you are reading girls very harshly, that is not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading about that too. Like the community hates him now. Like it's crazy. He's this gorgeous man, and he hasn't really done too much, but they are not happy with the fact that, like how you said, you're not doing drag and you're judging these girls like you're that bitch.
Kind of like exactly. Rice used to do, and we know what happened to him.
Yep. Oh, well, and people can say, "Well, Michelle doesn't do drag." Yes, she absolutely does.
Right? Like every day of life.
Like she
girl,
goes
she's on that stage wearing more makeup than most of those contestants, girl.
Exactly.
And more duct tape.
Yeah.
True. Well, now that she had the implants taken out, like she doesn't need as much.
All right. So I have a quick picture. So somebody told me the other day that, like women have, the push-up bra to enhance their goodies to, trick men and make it, give an illusion. Well, apparently men have something they can use too.
Oh, I've heard about this.
And it's called the beard. What a difference a beard makes from a man looking like okay to looking like damn daddy. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
No.
I think you're ready.
Scary.
Yes and no.
Here we go.
Let's see.
I just clenched. What?
What a difference a beard makes.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
On the left, you're like, okay, you cute, like whatever. On the right, every last one, damn daddy.
Is that even the guy on the bottom?
No, that's two different people on the
I don't know
bottom.
what that is. But Steve Carell.
That's
Steve
weird.
Carell.
Listen, girl, that was like Steve Carell. Steve Carell went from like nerdy high school teacher who I would have made fun of to like, damn daddy, do me now.
Right?
Like,
And
how?
do you know who else went from like cute little, young boy thing to like daddy overnight?
Who?
What seems like Zac Efron.
Have you
Oh,
watched the Netflix series, Fancy?
Yeah.
Girl, yes. I've watched the whole thing, but I caught an episode or two.
Oh,
If y'all haven't seen it, the one where he goes to Italy, I forget
Yes.
what part of Italy. Ooh, girl. I mean,
Oh.
he is a whole man these days. I'm like, okay, sir.
body hair everywhere, dad bod going
Mhm.
on. Like,
there's
Girl.
a theory going around that people want him to become the new Wolverine.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I would
Yeah.
not.
I would be mad. I would not
Yeah.
be mad.
Yeah, the other possibility, people are saying Taron Egerton.
ooh, yeah, I can see that too.
My issue is neither of them are hairy enough.
I mean, that's what Crave
Well-
Hair is for. We can make it happen.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
We can make
Well,
I
and
really
like,
just want to see. I want to see the main model, Electra Abundance, become Storm.
oh my
Yeah.
god,
oh, that would be everything.
would be
Johnny Jackson as Storm would be life.
Literally.
And tell me it wouldn't be a gag to like give Storm a little bit of Electra's attitude.
Yes.
We need a good Marvel character that can read, bitch. Yeah.
Yes.
Truly.
I just rewatched that scene from the one episode where they're at the Hamptons or whatever.
Yes.
I called the clam chowder scene where she reads a little white girl. Oh,
Clear your throat, girl. Clear your throat.
Yeah.
lubricate.
It's so good.
And she strikes me as such a poised and like put together person. I love watching interviews with her because she's just so down to earth, and but at the same time you're like, I'm looking at a goddess.
Mm-hmm.
Truly. Well, you know what? Going back to just Zac Efron, y'all, we have been so blessed to be living in a time and age when all these people got cameras and camera phones. That was such a glorious picture that we received of Zac Efron and Justin Bieber and Orlando Bloom
Yeah.
and a few other ones.
Yep.
Girl, packing heat.
Lit
When the paparazzi gets it, honey.
We,
Yeah, I'll be like, how much does it cost?
we are living in a magical time where every guy can be shirtless in a heartbeat.
Yes.
Mm.
It's true.
Well, kids, nobody sent us questions, at least none that came through StreamYard.
Oh,
Well, Bill.
We did get some fun comments. You know, Colin Farrell is hot. Accurate. You know who else is really hot? Colin Firth. Like British daddy.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Mm.
He was the gay dad in Mamma Mia.
Mm.
It's like,
Yeah.
what's the gayest thing I can think of right now?
Do you know who I like rediscovered was hot back in the day? Still kind of is.
Zach
during
Warren?
COVID, we've been trying to watch. I've been watching like good old movies from the back in the day, and I was watching the Indiana Jones series.
Harrison Ford.
Mr. Harrison Ford, honey. He was in his 40s when he made some of the movies, and I said, "Sir, Daddy, yes." Dr. Jones, yes.
No. Oh, no.
He was a pretty thing, honey. Yes, he was.
Yes, Dr. Jones.
Mhm.
Oh, we
Not
did get a question And it's a fun one. It's from one of our Woo Girls of the Week, Gabby.
Yeah.
Can I get a birthday shout out?
Oh,
Birthday!
Yay!
Happy birthday! How old is she? 18?
Yes.
Barely.
18.
Barely legal.
Looking flawless as hell.
Yes.
Well, speaking of which,
Too.
speaking of birthdays, so next week it's gonna be my birthday. Yay!
Yay!
And
84.
officially gonna be it'll be my birthday at midnight on for our next show. So I will be hosting next week with Jade on the 12th, and then at midnight during the show, it'll be my birthday on the 13th. And we have a fabulous special guest coming. Well, not coming, but joining us digitally. We have all from Florida. We have the national promoter of Miss National Comedy Queen, April Fresh, will be in the house. Her co-promoter and former Miss Comedy Queen 2006, Addison Taylor, will be in town. And the lovely Gidget Galore, who was Miss National Comedy Queen 2007, will be joining us. So it's going to be a big old Comedy Queen party, honey.
Yes.
That is going to be such a fun show.
Yay.
Make sure you tune in for that. Like I said, I will be doing a production of The Importance of Being Earnest. Right before that, check out Indiegogo. Look for The Importance of Being Earnest with the Zenith players and the social distancing players. As we're wrapping up, Anastasia, do you have any last thoughts for everyone?
Last thoughts. Well, I think that the last thought is make sure that you are wearing your masks, as always. I'm very, very particular about that. And as well as that, make sure that you go and get tested for HIV and other STIs. The CDC states that you should be getting tested at least once every single year if you're not sexually active, or if you're monogamous, and multiple times throughout the year if you have multiple partners. So make sure that you're protecting yourself and everyone around you and your community. Get tested.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fancy.
Well, unfortunately, I don't need to get tested right now because she ain't gotten laid in a minute, honey. Girl, Miss Rona is a cock block. She's terrible. She's awful. Girl, I'm like a born again virgin. It's been 6 months.
Well, bitch, it's been 3-4 years for me. What?
Man,
I'm Jesus Christ.
she's married to Jesus, darling. She's married to God. But yeah, so final thoughts on life. Yeah, next week is my birthday, so I'm very excited for that. So just kind of my advice in life right now. As uncertain and crazy as everything is between Corona and people's jobs being in the balance and futures and whatever, use this time, do some self check-ins, really, just evaluate your goals in life and where you want to be. And now is the time, especially if you have it, if you're not working, to really just figure out where you want to be in life and how to get there, and just take time for yourself and really put that effort into getting where you want to go. Don't do things that you think people want you to do or your parents want you to do or your friends. Get your goals in line and really start focusing on the things that make you smile in life.
Yeah.
I love that. Skarlet, anything to close out with?
Just want to say, first of all, I'm thankful to Jade and Ted, and let me get this right. I'm like Jade, WLFE/DB radio. Did I get it right?
Yes.
Shameless plug. Yes. Okay. So thankful for all of them for giving me this opportunity to be part of the show. It's such a blast, whether it's co-host night or all the guests we've met so far and we'll continue to meet. Such a blast. It's something that's really my next segment is going to be, the next thing I want to say is, your mental health. I'm all about that because I'm someone who struggled with it immensely during quarantine. So this is one thing that's really helped me, obviously laugh and smile and, get out of those, I don't want to say depression, but those dark moments, because I'm sure we've all had them, some worse than the others, because Miss Rona has been rough on everybody. So remember to take care of yourself first and wear your damn mask.
Yes. And you know what, Jade? I was talking about the hotel, the vodka that we were promoting last week
Yeah.
for the organization over in Indiana, and I received my bottles. They got here in Chambersburg today, but you have to have an adult to like sign off for them because it's liquor. But they said it was going to take 3 to 12 days. I ordered mine literally that night or that morning, I think. So it took 7 days. So
Wow.
make sure to go out and support the organization that is the first LGBTQ plus transitional housing opportunity option for queer youth in Indiana by going out and purchasing some vodka.
Yes.
I love that. Nothing says, taking care of yourself like vodka.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Girls, I've had so much fun. Like, this show did not go the way I wanted it to, but you know what? It went the way it needed to.
Yes.
I adore having all three of you as part of this fabulous journey. I am looking forward to keeping the show strong and going. And like, the sky's the limit for us. Like Fanci said, we have a fabulous show next week. We've actually got all of our guests lined up for the entire month of August, the entire month of September. And I just started working on October. So I hope everyone continues to tune in every week at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, if you have any questions for us, you can always send us an email at insidethedragcloset@gmail.com, all one word. Thank you all again, and good night, kids.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us here at Inside the Drag Closet with Jade and her fabulous team and special guests. See you next Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on WLFE-TV.com.